What is going on, guys? It is Initial Games here, back again with another video, and I'm here with another NBA Infinite video. As you guys saw by the title and the thumbnail, guys, I'm going to be doing an updated NBA Infinite Season 2 tier list, guys. I'm pretty much going to be doing all the entire players, and yeah, I'm going to be ranking by the entire game, obviously. S tier being one of the absolute best cards in the game. A tier, obviously very good still. B tier, still a solid card. C tier, like an average card or below average. And D tier, obviously being one of the worst cards. But yeah, 5 different ranks. Going to be ranking rares, obviously. Not all the rare cards because obviously all the rare cards are not used in 3D ranked. And before you guys roast me, yes, I do have some sort of knowledge in the game. Last season I did finish in the top 200 in the leaderboard, so yeah, I do have some solid knowledge about the game and just in general about how good all these cards are. But yeah, we are going to start off here with the rare cards here, and yeah, we're going to start here with the bottom tier. D tier, we do have Marcus Smart. I don't really see him much, but I've seen him a couple times. He's really not that good in my opinion, guys. He's not. Kyle Lowry right there and D Rose are obviously, they're not really good in my opinion. We move on here to the C tier cards. There's a lot of changes, guys. I didn't make us NBA Infinite tier list on the Season 1. If you guys want to check that out, but there's a lot of different changes that I definitely made for sure, though. Wiggins here at the C tier. Aaron Gordon is decent card, but I think he is at the C tier. Dinwiddie used to be at the B tier, but I think he is at the C tier, guys, now. Yeah, he's solid, guys, but he's not like really that good as in my opinion as he used to be. But yeah, D'Angelo Russell's a close B tier, but I think he's a C tier. RJ Barrett, Van Vliet right there, Jonathan Isaac, all C tier right there. Mike Conley, John Collins is a close B tier, but I think he's a C tier. Andre Drummond and Tim Hardaway Jr. I think is a C tier, close B tier. I think he's a really underrated card though. Move on here to the B tier. We do have Jalen Green here at the B tier. I'm not sure if I had him at the C tier last time, but I think he's at the B tier with that buff. He did get buff, so I think he does. Move on to the B tier. We do have Brook Lopez as well. I think he's still a solid center to definitely run. He's for a cheap, affordable price. Bogdanovich, I still think is a very solid card. The rookie Curry is really good. He's an absolute bucket, guys. Yeah, I played with a couple Currys, and I think they're very good. LeBron James is still a very solid card. The rookie LeBron. Jordan Poole, I had him at the C tier last time. Big mistake. I do think he's at the B tier. I think he's a really good card in my opinion. Super underrated card, so if you want a guard that can score and you don't have much gold, Jordan Poole is definitely one of the choice. Now, moving on here, I did have Kevin Durant at the A tier last time, and I still think he is at the A tier from the entire game, guys. He's just really good card. He's a really good card, super underrated card. You can get him maxed out for like 4.8 million gold, maybe like 5 million gold. And his one leg fadeaway knee shot is really good in my opinion. Really, really good card. Really solid card. Fun card to use as well. So, yeah, I think he's at the A tier. Now we are going to move on here to the epic players here. A lot of different changes here that I made from my last tier list from here. But we are going to start off here with the C tier. We do have Ja Morant. I just do not think he's a good card. I mean, I know one of you guys comments down below. I think Ja Morant should be higher. He just should not be higher, guys. He's not. He's not a good card. He only has the speed. He dunks. He can't shoot. He's not there. Mitchell. I just don't think Mitchell's a good card. I mean, I've never had a single problem where I've never had a problem to guard Mitchell. He's just not that good in my opinion. He's not that good, guys. So he's at the C tier. Shea, I think, is a really good card in my opinion. He can definitely 1v1. He's all about 1v1, and he can definitely score in the mid-range. Not a good three-point shooter, but he's at the B tier. Rudy Gobert and Domantas Sabonis, I think, are at the B tier for sure. Siakam, I'm still going to say he is an overrated card. I don't care what you guys say. He is an overrated card. He is still at the B tier, guys. Yeah, don't get me wrong. He is a solid card. He's not a bad card at all, but I think he is at the B tier. DeMar DeRozan, I think, is... Yeah, I did use him quite a bit, guys. Not a whole many games I played, but I did play against DeMar DeRozan. I think you do think that he is at the B tier. I think he's a solid card, guys. He is a solid card. Moving on here, we have Julius Randle. I did have Julius Randle at the C tier last time, but I've seen a couple of Julius Randle guys, and I'm kind of surprised, guys. I think he is at the B tier, guys. A tier, he does not deserve it, but if I'm being honest, I think he is at the B tier. He is a solid card as well, so yeah, don't be surprised by Julius Randle. I think he's a solid card. Jamal Murray, I think, is a really, really solid card as well right there. He's at the B tier. Jaylen Brown, Did use him. Was not really thinking he was that good. I mean, but he is a solid card. I think B tier for him fits him. And yeah, you can see, you guys can see I ran out of room, so I had to squeeze in the other cards. But Klay Thompson, I had him at A tier last time, but I think he is at the B tier now. Yeah, I just think he gets easily contested in my opinion. That's why I think he is at the B tier. But his ability is really broken though. But that's really all he has. So he really has no defense. That's why I put him at the B tier. Draymond Green as well. He has a lot of defense. That's why I think that the B tier is perfect. Brandon Ingram as well is a solid card in my opinion. B tier as well. LaMelo and Halliburton, probably the two best passers in the game for sure. Have to be in the B tier. The only reason they're not in the A tier because they just have no defense. Moving on here to the A tier, we do have here Ice Trae, guys. Trae Young, and he's been going up a lot of price in the market. Simply because of the fact he can definitely score, but he is at the A tier for the fact he has insane handles and he can definitely score. Same here for Kyrie Irving. He's an absolute bucket, guys. I think Kyrie Irving is one of the cards that takes one of the most skills to use. And yeah, a good Kyrie Irving user is going to be absolutely insane. So A tier for me. And a big jump, guys. I had Jimmy Butler at the C tier last time, which is a big mistake. I don't know why I had Jimmy Butler at the C tier, but I think the A tier fits perfectly for him. His ability is absolutely insane. When he goes for a dunk, he gets blocked, but he doesn't really get blocked because he goes midair and he makes the layup, guys. He's that good, guys. So if you're going to block him, he's probably going to make the layup still. He's that good, guys. His mid-ranges got buffed as well. His speed is solid. He can steal the ball. Solid defense as well. I definitely think he's one of the most underrated cards in this game. I definitely think he's at the A tier. Moving on here, we got Bam Adebayo. Still think he's an A tier center. He's a really good card. He got nerfed a little bit, but even then, he's still very good, guys. Moving on here, we got Paul George. I had him at this S tier, I'm pretty sure, last time. But I think he's an A tier card now. I have not seen many Paul Georges in a while, but I haven't really had much problem guarding a PG. But I still do think he's one of the top cards in the game. I still think he's an A tier for sure. Moving on here, we have Kristaps Porzingis. I played a solid amount of games, almost like 50 games I played with him. And let me say, guys, I'm not disappointed by Kristaps Porzingis. Super underrated card in my opinion. He can get blocks. He can play defense. That's why I have him at the A tier. And De'Aaron Fox, I had him at the B tier last time or C tier. But I do think he's an A tier card now. He's a really good card, fun card to use. He's an absolute bucket. Jrue Holiday, I had him at the S tier. I think he's an A tier card now. Simply because of the fact his offense is really not that strong, but his defense is very powerful. That's what makes him at the A tier. Jaren Jackson Jr. as well. His offense is not that impressive, but his defense is absolutely insane. He's like a mini AD, guys. He's a mini AD. And Lauri Markkanen, a big jump all the way to the A tier. I always thought Lauri Markkanen was an average card, but I was wrong. I think Lauri Markkanen is an A tier card. He's a really good card. Has great defense. He can rebound and he can shoot. For that reason, I think Lauri Markkanen A tier. Now move on here to the S tier. We have Karl-Anthony Towns. Obviously the cover athlete of this game, and 100%. He's still really good, guys. He's still really broken, guys. S tier, Karl-Anthony Towns. I mean, he can shoot threes. Really good card. We have Wemby right there as well. I'm not sure what rank I had him. I think I maybe had him A tier, but I think he's an S tier, guys. Man, he can play defense. He can block. He can score. He's a really good card in my opinion. His price has been going up a lot in the market as well. I think it's like at 2 million gold per card, which is absolutely insane. Definitely an S tier card. Now move on here to the legendaries, guys. The final cards, the legendaries. Moving on here, at the B tier, we have Luka Doncic. I did have him at the B tier last time, man. I still think he's a B tier, guys. I've not had much problems with Luka Doncic, guys. I've guarded multiple Luka Doncic, and they haven't really scored on me, guys. I just think Luka Doncic needs a buff. His speed should be a lot higher, but yeah, I still think he's a solid card. Don't get me wrong, but definitely not up there at the A tier though. Move on here, we have Devin Booker. He's a really good card as well. Kawhi Leonard is a really good close S tier in my opinion, guys. I mean, his defense is absurd, guys. Absurd. He can hold the defensive button and you will not get crossed up. But his weakness, that's why he's at the A tier, is his three-point shot. His three-point shot is very low though. Moving on here, we have Kevin Durant, a close S tier. I mean, this Kevin Durant card, I did play with him a couple games. Let me say, he takes a lot of skill to use, guys. This Kevin Durant takes a lot of skill to use. I mean, but his one-legged fadeaway shot as well is very good, though. But, yeah, A tier for sure matches him. Jokic, is an A tier as well. He did get buffed, but I still think he's an A tier. He really can't score much. He can score decently well, but is powerful. His power is pretty much rebounding. Moving here, we have legendary LeBron. Some of you guys may think he's an S tier, but I think he's an A tier simply because of the fact he really cannot shoot threes. His mid-range is solid, but he can dunk the ball. So, yeah, he can definitely posterize you. That's why he's an A tier. Move on here to the S tier cards. We have Anthony Davis, who I personally think is the best card in the game, guys. So Anthony Davis, I mean, his skyscraper ability is absolutely insane. So there's really nothing to really say anything about Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is an S tier card. Jason Tatum, I mean, this Tatum card is absolutely insane, guys. I mean, if you guys know, I do main max rank Tatum, but that's why I see a lot of people using him as well. His side step is really broken. Definitely an S tier card. Damian Lillard 100% is an S tier card. I mean, he just causes a lot of problems, especially when your teammates have to guard him. They get scored on every point with threes and everything. And, yeah, he's just really pain. He's a pain to really guard. Stephen Curry as well is an S tier card. I think he's a really good card. He's pretty consistent with the threes as well. I played against a couple good Steph Curry users, and, yeah, they're pretty annoying to guard as well. Moving on here, we have Giannis here, the Greek Freak. Definitely an S tier card for sure. His defense is solid. His rebounding is good. And his Euro step ability is just insane, guys. That Euro step dunk is nearly unguardable. It is just such a good ability, guys. Giannis, 100% the S tier. Move on here, we have Joel Embiid. Another great center. I mean, he does have that cheese standing dunk. I mean, but he's a really good card, guys. He can definitely shoot fadeaway mid-ranges, so don't be surprised if he makes those. Move on here, the final card. We have James Harden, guys, the beard, 100% the S tier. I mean, his step back is just really broken, guys. It is really broken, guys. He can be moderately contested. He's gonna make that. But yeah, I mean, that's why I see a lot of James Harden users. He's really tough to guard, guys. He's really tough to guard. 100% is the S tier, guys. But yeah, there you guys have it. The full updated Season 2 tier list, guys. Pretty much all the players have been ranked, guys. But there you guys have it, the full tier list. I mean, let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of this tier list? Solid tier list or not? What would you guys change? Comment down below. You guys can say whatever you want. You guys will not hurt my feelings. I'm just being honest, guys. This is my opinion. This is what I think for Season 2. But yeah, guys. Other than that, this is going to wrap it up. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I am out, guys.